Alright, good morning everyone. So today we're going to be reading aloud together a couple poems by Maya Angelou that kind of relate back to 13 Reasons Why. So the first thing I need you to do is take out your list of literary devices that we've been working on throughout reading 13 Reasons Why. So take those out, and I know we talked about how these literary devices are present in 13 Reasons Why, but now we're going to see how they're also present in these poems. So be on the lookout for things like alliteration, assonance, consonants. Really look at the mood and the voice that the author portrays. Also look for imagery, hyperbole, and then definitely check out the perspective and some of the irony that's present throughout. Alright, so as I'm reading these, I want you to kind of take notes off to the side of your poems that you have there on your desk. Just kind of mark any places that you're kind of like, wait, what? Like kind of confused, or maybe you really liked that part or it surprised you, so just make a little note about that. Okay, so if you could take a look at the first poem, titled Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. So let's read together here. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Alright, I want you to pause here. What do you think this poem is about? Just kind of make some inferences, some guesses. So turn to your partner and discuss for just a few seconds here. Why do you think I chose this poem to relate to 13 Reasons Why? Alright, thank you. Let's come back together here and finish the rest of the poem. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Alright, thank you so much for following along. Now that we've kind of read it out loud together, if you could take a few minutes here to highlight any literary devices that you see present in this poem. Don't forget to include things like rhyme scheme, and definitely look at the voice and the mood of the poem. So take just a few minutes, and then we're going to read another poem as well together that kind of relates back to all of these. Then after I read this second poem, the other thing that we're going to be doing this morning is looking at a Venn diagram to kind of wrap up how all of these the two poems and 13 Reasons Why all relate together. So let's finish up highlighting those literary devices, and and then we'll start the second poem. Alright, thank you so much for doing that. So our next poem that we're going to read is also by Maya Angelou. It's called Phenomenal Woman, and this is another poem that I thought really closely related to 13 Reasons Why as well as Still I Rise. So if you do the same thing, just kind of take notes. We'll be talking about them after we read this second poem. Take notes on what surprised you and be on the lookout of your literary devices. Alright, so you could take out Phenomenal Woman here, and don't forget to keep looking at your literary devices list. Alright, Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say it's the fire in my eyes and the flash in my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman, that's me. I want you to take a second here and think about and talk with your partner. How is this poem similar or different to Still I Rise, the one that we just read? And also, how can this poem relate back to the character in 13 Reasons Why of Hannah? What if she had read this poem when she was going through a hard time? How do you think that could have maybe changed or maybe helped her out a little bit? So if you take a second to really talk with your partner about this. And don't forget to keep going through and marking spots that you really like in the poems. Alright, thank you. Let's finish the poem now. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman, that's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care, 'cause I'm a woman phenomenally, phenomenal woman, that's me. So yeah, these are two really great poems by Maya Angelou. If you could go through now that we've read this one, and again, highlight any literary devices. Keep in mind of those alliteration, your rhyme schemes, and also definitely make note of the mood and the voice of the author in this one. If you take just a few minutes here and kind of wrap that up. Alright, thank you. So now we're going to sit here and kind of talk about why did I choose these two poems to relate back to 13 Reasons Why. So can any of you tell me how can Still I Rise and Phenomenal Woman be related to 13 Reasons Why, and how does that definitely relate to our main character of Hannah, or maybe even our other character of Clay? And as you know, our book 13 Reasons Why uses a lot of these literary devices. You can definitely there's a lot of imagery in the book. You can kind of see Hannah step by step as she's going through this. You can see Clay or listening to the tapes and following along with her map. You can also really tell the mood and the voice of the author. So let's just talk about how these poems are related. And as we're doing this, if you could start filling out your Venn diagram, comparing, contrasting Still I Rise, Phenomenal Woman, and 13 Reasons Why. So you're going to fill it out and kind of talk about on your paper there how they're similar and how they're different. All right, thank you guys.